Alright, what's going on guys? It's GCP here playing some Modern Warfare. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the gameplay in the background. Anyways, I just want to ask a simple question. I think this discussion is very important to have. An open dialogue is something that we need between the community and the developers, and it's okay to ask certain questions. Now, I have noticed that there is a back and forth between some of the developers and the Call of Duty community when it comes to specific things. And there are other specific things that whenever we have asked, either in the past or even now, we aren't getting an answer to. We're actually being ignored when it comes to these certain things. You know, things like skill-based matchmaking, audio for the footsteps, dead silence, all of these things the developers have been tight-lipped about. They haven't responded to us about, either on Twitter, on Reddit, or any other sites that you can think of. And I just want to ask the question, why that is. Why do you guys think that is? Now, there are certain things that come to mind when talking about some of these things. I know they aren't simply easy fixes. And, just to keep in mind, I have no idea what goes into the development of these games. Obviously, there's a lot more than I could even understand. That's not my expertise. But at the same time, I think it is important that we have dialogue. It's very simple dialogue that we could have between us and the developers where they can give us a simple answer. Something that we can understand or just get some sort of acknowledgement, even though we have noticed that they have acknowledged the fact that there are issues that we are having, things that we are frustrated with in this game, but they're not giving us an answer as to why. We as a Call of Duty community would appreciate some sort of response, even if that response is not in our favor. Even though I don't think that would go over well anyways, but at the same time, I personally would appreciate any type of response to those concerns that we have. Skill-based matchmaking, the audio footsteps, again, the dead silence, all of these are honestly, besides the maps are a whole different story. That would take a lot of effort as well. But some of these issues I personally would think can come about in an overhaul or a patch would be maybe a little more simpler than the maps. That's just what I think, but I don't know, man. I'm no expert in this, but you guys could definitely leave down below your concerns as well and what do you guys think about this whole thing. But just my thing is that if we would get some sort of answer from these guys letting us know that, hey, maybe it's just too difficult for us to, make these fixes, or no, we don't think that this fix would be something that we would want to do, or we don't think it's right for our game. Just something like that, some sort of acknowledgement where they're having an open dialogue with us would kind of put our mind at ease a little bit. Yes, we would like to see these changes happen, but maybe they don't agree with us as to why these changes should happen. I think that dialogue is very important. You don't want this game to turn out the way that World War II did. World War II, when it first came out, was a disaster, right? People were obviously upset with that game. And by the time Condrey and Schofield left and they had an actual overhaul with that game, it was just way too late. But the gameplay, the mechanics of that game became so much better. But at that point in time, it was, again, way too late. People hadn't already moved on. But it seems like this game is headed towards that direction. But if these developers are not going to have an honest discussion with us, or at least let us know why they are not addressing the problems that we have been, asking for in this game, then this is going to go the same route. People are already dropping off with this game. If you're not going to have that discussion, people are going to become frustrated. We're already frustrated. People are going to not come back to this game. And is that something that you really want to have happen to this game? I know and I understand that you guys put a lot of effort into this game. I totally get that. But let us know why. Why do you guys think, also I'm talking to the community, why do you guys think that these developers are not willing to address these changes? Do you think these developers maybe have some sort of pride as to why they don't want to talk about them or why they don't want to address it? Is it their pride that is stopping, these changes from happening or from them addressing these facts? Or maybe it's just too difficult to do, making these footstep changes, maybe eliminating skill-based matchmaking or making it less rigorous in this game. Is that just too hard to do? Is it pride? Is it just too difficult? What is it? What's the reason why these developers are not willing to talk about it? Maybe it's Infinity Ward. Maybe it's Activision. Maybe it's Activision telling Infinity Ward not to discuss this with the community, because we know that they know that it's an issue in this game. We read in the internal patch. You guys have all noticed that they are well aware of the fact that the community is complaining about the footsteps, is complaining about skill-based matchmaking, yet they are doing nothing about it. Why? That's just as simple and I think an appropriate question to ask. Anyways, let me know your guys' thoughts down below. Why do you guys think that these developers are not talking about it? Why are they not addressing our concerns? So anyways, with that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. With that being said, this is GCP signing off.